Hi, I'm Lou Mancuso, the landing doctor. Today's presentation is the Duke Tiger Constant Speed Prop operational tips when using the FLYBOX. The tips in this presentation are for a Bristell 915 turbo, fuel injected 140 horsepower Rotax engine. The Duke Tiger Constant Speed Prop is easy to use with the FLYBOX. FLYBOX operational tip number 1. Set the red switch on the left to constant speed position. That's up. You need to pull the red switch out and up for correct operations. You can increase and decrease the RPM by moving the switch on the right to increase INC or decrease TEC. I like the second method. Twist the black knob on the bottom, left to decrease RPM and right to increase RPM. Operational tip 3 for takeoff. Twist the black knob at the bottom to the right to increase RPM to 5800. This is the max power limit for the Rotax 915 Turbo, and it has a 5-minute maximum use. I never operated at 1500 for more than 2 minutes, but that's just me. Hold the brakes and advance the throttle to full. Wait for the prop RPM to increase to 5800. When you have 5800, release the brakes, add right rudder, and take off. Lift off at about 50, stay in ground effect until reaching 75, climb out at 95 knots for better engine cooling and visibility. Monitor engine temp and increase speed to 100 knots indicated if necessary to keep the temps in the green or the bottom of the yellow. Tip number 4, climb. Twist the black knob at the bottom for 5500 RPM and occasionally 5800 for a couple of minutes. Climb at 1700 feet per minute to 8000 feet in only 5 minutes. For cruise, set the FLYBOX RPM for your favorite cruise setting and fuel flow. Here we are at 17,900 feet doing 160 knots or 184 miles per hour. We had the RPM set at 5500, gave a 10-gallon fuel flow, and all temps were in the green. You can even see there, if you look carefully, our ground speed was 170 knots. Tip number 5, descent. Twist the black knob at the bottom to the left counterclockwise to decrease the RPM to be between 5,000 and 5,300. This will be good until you turn final approach. At mid-final, increase the RPM to 5,800 so you have the proper pitch for a go-around. Flying back to the Flying Palomino Ranch now at 2,500-foot grass runway. Landing to the west, we're at mid-final, 65 knots indicated, 30 degrees of flap, and the prop is 5,800 ready for a go-around. Here we are on short final, 60 knots, looking good. Over the fence, 55 knots, close the throttle, and bring it in for a smooth landing. So, great flight, safely home with smiles on our faces. A constant speed prop is not allowed on an LSA until Mosaic passes. Our Bristell LSAs can be legally imported to the U.S. as EEO, experimental exhibition only. No night flying or flight in congested airspace or flying IFR and IMC or flight without a medical or basic med. Our 916 turbo with 160 horsepower has just arrived. With 20 more horsepower, I am expecting a top speed of almost 200 miles per hour. If you would like to chat about my flight, please feel free to call me on my personal cell, 516-658-1847, or email me, loumancuso@aol.com. Here are our websites to have more information about the Bristell or our flight school or our landing doctor training. Bristell US, Bristell Aircraft, Sport Flying USA, Sebring Flight Academy, the Landing Doctor, and Mid-Island Air.